Hello guys, I'm here for episode 14 of the Slams of May, the review series where I take a look at the good, the bad, the wild, the wacky of wrestling pay-per-views that took place in the month of May from the WWE and WCW. No ECW. So, Judgment Day, today's entry is Judgment Day 2003, which took place on May the 18th, 2003 from the Charlotte Colisuieum in Charlotte, North Carolina. There are, technically they count 9 matches on this show, but I only count 8 because one thing on here is not a match. So, at least it's not going to be, for the sake of this vid, it'll be a match for the rating of the show, Anyway, our opening contest is Chris Benoit, Rhyno, and Spanky versus John Cena and the FBI, the full-blooded Italians, represented by Chuck Palumbo and Johnny Stamboli. This is a half-a-star match. Nothing happens in it. At all, really. It's half a star, and Cena and the FBI win. So next, it's Scott Steiner and Tazz versus La Resistance, the French team of Sylvain Grenier and Rene Dupree. Interesting thing, La Resistance, this is the first time I've had to talk about them. This is the first time I've had to talk about them, so let me explain where this gimmick came from. This whole gimmick came basically from the fact that America did not like that France was not going to help us out in the Iraq War. Okay, so political thing aside, that's how this whole thing came about, is because of that. So, that's really why La Resistance existed as a gimmick, was because of that. This is a better match than the first match, but it's still not that great. It's 1 star. La Resistance win after Tazz accidentally boots Steiner in the face. And then they do a double flapjack and get the win. So La Resistance get the win that way. So then we get the best match on this show, as it's a ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Team Angle versus Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri. 4-star match here. This is a very, very, very good match. It's 4 stars. The finish comes when Eddie's going up top of the ladder. He's being chased by Shelton Benjamin, but then Tajiri spits the green mist in Shelton's face, and it allows Eddie and Tajiri to win the championships. This match is supposed to be Team Angle versus Los Guerreros, but during a tour of Europe, or United Kingdom, or UK, or something like that, Chavo Guerrero actually tore a bicep. So that's how this match became Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri. This team didn't last too long because I think they lost the titles in June back to World's Greatest Tag Team, as they were known then. After Tajiri accidentally did something to Eddie's car or something, and it turned Eddie heel or something like that. Eddie was a heel for a very short amount of time. He was back to being a face by the end of 2003, though. Next is a Battle Royal for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. 1 star, and other than Booker T, everyone in this match is a former Intercontinental Champion. Now, it should be stressed that they had enough people on their roster, or if they could have found other people, to make this more than 9 guys. This is a 9-man Battle Royal. They didn't put anyone from SmackDown in it. Okay, now I admit that this was a Raw title, but if the SmackDown guy would have won it, all you had to do was just put them over to Raw. It wasn't a really hard thing. The participants in this match will be listed in the video description, but essentially it was Christian, Booker T, Chris Jericho, Goldust, Rob Van Dam, Val Venis, Tazz, Kane, and Lance Storm. Those are the 9 guys that were in this match. Storm was eliminated first, then Kane got eliminated, choke slammed everyone, Tazz gets eliminated, Venis gets eliminated, Jericho eliminates RVD, Then Booker T eliminates Goldust. When Jericho is for the Lion Salt, Christian eliminates Jericho. And then Booker T eliminates Christian, but the referee is down and doesn't see it, which allows Christian to hit Booker T with the title and eliminate Booker T to win this match. It's a 1-star Battle Royal. Needed more guys. A Battle Royal needs more than 9 guys. It needs at least 10 to 20. So, then we get a bikini contest. This is a thing that's not considered a match to me because it's not. It's Torrie Wilson versus Sable. It's no stars. Again, for match rating, it's a match for rating purpose, but it's not. A match. So, it's not a match at all. It's 0 stars because it's not a match. So, it's just a thing that the WWE used to do. They don't do it anymore. In some cases, I'm kind of glad about that because I've always thought this kind of thing treats women as objects to me. I've always found. So in a way, I'm kind of glad that they don't do this kind of thing. But I wish they'd also give more storylines for women like they kind of do down in NXT. So that's just my personal opinion. But again, this is not a match, so it's not getting a rating. It's getting a rating of no stars because it's not a match. So then we get Mr. America versus Rowdy Roddy Piper, which was basically an extension of the Vince McMahon Hulk Hogan feud. Because honestly, the whole point of this match is McMahon wants Piper to put Mr. America down so McMahon can unmask him to reveal that he's Hulk Hogan. And it's not even that good. It's a half a star. Piper had no business being in the ring at this point. And quite frankly, in fact, this is also supposed to lead to a match of vengeance, which is supposed to be a hair versus mask match between Mr. America and Sean O'Haire. But Piper got released in the summer of '03 because of some comments made from HBO during an HBO interview. And so they basically just dropped the Sean O'Haire character and just ended his push. In case you're wondering, Sean O'Haire was on all 2 WWF pay-per-views. Well, 3. Invasion 2001, Backlash 03, and he's technically on Vengeance 03 in the APA Barroom fight. But that's the only thing that Sean O'Haire did in the WWE. And he lost all 3 of those, man. And he's 1 and 2. But, shame. So then we get the World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple H versus Kevin Nash. It's 1.5 stars. 1 star for the match and 1/2 star for the fact that this match actually does tell a good story in it, in that Triple H and Kevin Nash don't really care about winning this match. Neither of them really do. In fact, the finish on Triple H gets disqualified, and then Nash jackknifes Triple H for the table. So that's where the other 1/2 star comes from, is for the story in the match. If I was the WWE, I would have put in where Nash and Triple H both work over each other's leg because they have previous leg injuries, and it would have added to that. But I'm not the WWE. And Nash using psychology probably wouldn't ever happen anyway. So the next match, Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE Women's Championship. Jazz versus Trish Stratus versus Victoria versus Jacqueline. 1 star match. It's not a very good Fatal 4-Way. It's 1 star. Jazz wins after a DDT. So then we get the main event, a stretcher match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Big Show. This is a 2.5 star match because I'm giving it an extra 1/2 star for a very creative finish. And the fact that the WWE do tout and bring up that this is the first stretcher match they had in 17 years, since 1986. Or something like that? Yeah, 1986. And that was Andre the Giant versus Killer Khan in that match. So that is basically escalating how a match can be perceived as a hard-hitting, career-shortening match, is to bring up that there hasn't been one in such a long time. So I give it an extra 1/2 star for that. and the finish, and the Rey Mysterio involved, which also made sense. So, it's 2 stars for the match, and a half a star for a lot of other stuff. Finish comes, Mysterio's got Big Show in a sleeper, Big Show throws him down. Brock Lesnar, who came out with a forklift, F5's Big Show, puts Big Show on a backboard, then he slides the backboard onto the forklift, raises it and backs the forklift across the finish line. That's an innovative finish, so that's where the rating comes from. So the next episode in Slams of May, which is most likely going to be the final episode of Slams of May. This might continue next year, it might not, I don't know, it depends on the mood I'm in. There are still Judgment Days I can review, and Over the Limits, and things like that. So it might, but it might not. So this will be in the Slam of May playlist, but the next Slam of May, which will be tomorrow, is Slamboree 2000. A pay-per-view widely remembered as it is David Arquette's defense of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And I will talk about a lot of that in that video about David Arquette and the World Championship. That'll be uploaded tomorrow, unless I have an internet problem and can't watch the show, and then it'll be uploaded when I get a chance to watch it. So, between tomorrow and Saturday is when that video will be up. So this will be in the Slam May playlist. If you like this video, hit the like button down there, hit the subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.